Hi, I'm Mike Storzuk, and welcome to Rotary in Action. I'm here with Megan Moore and Rebecca Bolton. How are both of you today?
I'm pretty good. Good, thanks, Mike.
Yeah. Okay. We're here to talk about the impact of Big Brothers Big Sisters on Sault Ste. Marie. I myself, I'm a big brother, and it's changed my life. The opportunities that I've had to learn throughout being a mentor it's transformed how I view people and interactions. And Rebecca, can you maybe give us a little bit of a discussion as to what Big Brothers is, what it stands for, its mission?
Sure. Big Brothers Big Sisters of Sault Ste. Marie is a youth mentoring agency. Most people are familiar with a traditional one-to-one match where we match a youth who's expressed interest looking for a mentor, a positive adult role model in their life, and we match them with a volunteer. And frankly, it becomes a friendship as much as this is a professional organization and the matches are run in that capacity. Once we've determined that it's a successful match, friendship forms, and that really is the way the programs unroll. Every match is different, every match is diverse, every individual in our program comes to the agency with different needs, with different wants, and we really oversee hands-off. Well, we have hands-on, which I know doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but assist in reaching goals. And actually, Megan would probably be the individual to speak to about that. Megan is coming up to about 2.5 years with her match, Carol Ann. And I can speak directly to that because I've watched this match evolve over the past number of years and watched how, as you spoke of, the impact that it's had on not only Megan's life, but also her big sister, Carol Ann. So can you tell us a little bit?
Can you maybe tell us a little bit about how from the beginning of your match, how you felt when you came in and how you feel now and what you learned?
I learned quite a bit. There's a lot to talk about. Pretty much when I met Carol Ann, I was really shy. I didn't think I needed a mentor. My mom really pushed me into the program because my brother was the one in need. But I came to the match with Carol Ann and I was just terrified. Yeah. I was terrified of everything. I had such high anxiety. I was so shy, and she really pulled out the confidence in me, like over the course of a couple years.
I can speak from myself personally. I mean, I had just finished a master's degree, and I came in, and when I met Rebecca, I mean, it really kind of helped me view working with people and learning from people in a different way. I had an opportunity to sit down and learn about the diversity or the uniqueness that kind of corresponds to every person. And it's changed my life because I've kind of almost had to step back and use what I learned in school, but also just develop a friendship. And Rebecca said it's about building relationships. So in a way, I mean, can you speak to how the mentoring relationship has kind of guided you into where you are in the current decisions in your life, and how you're planning to go to university? And can you maybe speak to how this is going to help you make those decisions?
It makes it look like from a third party perspective. Like she's a friend. She's like one of my best friends. I could clearly say that. But she's also like a third party. Like she's not there to have any bad intentions or any intentions at all, whether it be positive or negative. So I mean, I could really just talk to her about what's going on and how I feel, and then she's like, kind of like my sounding board, and it's really nice to have, especially from an older person's perspective.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, older person.
Not older person.
Hey, age is relative. Okay, age is relative.
No, older than me. Like when I look at other matches, I see like 19-year-olds with like 5-year-olds.
Yeah. No.
But like I'm a 17-year-old with. I forget her age.
I agree.
That's good.
Hey, you know what? Hey, my mom is my mentor too. Okay, so there's natural mentoring too. Mentoring to me is it's a process of guiding people through a relationship. And I mean, the focus is mentoring, but there's not just one-on-one matches. So I mean, there's a great need in this community to also develop different types of programs that are focused on mentoring. And right now, to my understanding, the organization is currently in need of the finances to be able to develop the materials and the programming. So can you maybe speak to that financial need and the different programs, Rebecca?
Yeah, absolutely. Up until this coming year, 2017, Big Brothers Big Sisters has relied very heavily on being on the support that we receive from United Way, our member agency. United Way is in the same boat as pretty much every other not-for-profit, tapping the same resources, and the economy in the Sioux we're experiencing some difficulties, and the support hasn't been the same. So they've changed their funding formula, which is going to limit the monthly allocation that some of the agencies receive. So we really are focusing on fundraising initiatives and community partnerships. And the last number of years, we've focused very heavily on community partnerships for a different reason. We serve the youth of Sault Ste. Marie. We're looking to better our community, and frankly, there's a number of agencies and businesses and partners that we've made because it makes more sense. We share those resources. We have a common goal. The focus right now is transitioning to financing, looking to limit our output, obviously increase the support that we receive, and I think partnerships with other agencies, whether it be in a fundraising capacity, a shared space, programming, sharing some of our expertise with other areas makes a whole lot of sense. So partnerships such as Rotary, Kiwanis, Sault Ste. Marie, that's really going to be very important so that we can continue not only to support the matches and the programs that we currently have, but also to implement and launch new programs, which we've done the last number of years, focused a little bit more on group programs. It's been very well received. We want to do that. We serve, I believe, a really good purpose. Megan's a shining example of that. And she downplayed, I think, a little bit how far she has come. And I absolutely agree. And her big sister deserves an incredible amount of credit for the role that she's played in Megan's life. We'll say the flip side of that is through that support with Carol Ann, and hopefully with the support that the agency has given the match, we've watched Megan flourish. And we were talking about it this morning, and I said Carol Ann has helped Megan become the person that she is, a truer, more authentic Megan. So for me, a lot of credit goes to the littles in our program to embrace their match, to listen to the advice, the expertise that their matches provide them. And yeah, education, huge, self-confidence, big focus. Fun is amazing. I don't know if Carol Ann ever shared this with Megan, but I sent an email, it's probably close to a year ago now. I was driving probably to work, and Megan and her big sister were coming, I think picking you up maybe from your grandma's place, and they crossed in front of me in the intersection. And except that I've never used my phone in the car, if I could have grabbed my phone and snapped a pic, I would have, because both of them were just killing themselves laughing and having so much fun. And I thought that right there just embodies exactly what this is about. You were having a ball. I'm sure it was a great conversation. I'm quite sure, because I know your big sister, that there was an education piece going on in there somewhere, that teachable moment, but you're just clearly having a ball. And I couldn't wait to send her an email saying that's to me exactly what
I mean,
it's
how
about.
often do I send you pictures and emails?
Absolutely.
This is complete, not necessarily completely, but in a holistic way impacted my life. I mean, my little brother, we call each other, we're like brothers. Yeah. See? And it's created a huge stake for me in this organization. I absolutely care. And as being a member of Rotary, I mean, now we have a partnership through two different organizations. And Rotary, we're currently in the process of planning a fundraising event, because we really want to try to provide awareness and to not necessarily, demand money or fundraising, but just to inform the community that there is a need and that this is a necessary service, because Big Brothers Big Sisters of Sault Ste. Marie is an organization, an agent of health promotion, and it's necessary. I grew up with mentors in my life, and I wouldn't be where they are, where I am.
And people may not necessarily appreciate that impact. And I think, again, that Megan's a great example of that. You're graduating high school this year. Megan's looking at post-secondary education. Hopefully going to come back to Sault Ste. Marie after following college or university, being a contributing member of society. So as much as we're focusing on the youth and the littles in our program, it does impact our community. It absolutely betters Sault Ste. Marie.
Yeah, Sault Ste. Marie as a whole. I mean, Rotary itself, our commitment primarily is youth development. And this organization is a key cornerstone of that, mentoring. I mean, just having conversations with you, you've mentored me for the past 2 years. You have. You've helped me realize the importance of truly being patient and humble about learning about the development of the person. I came in with a scientific perspective, thinking I had to measure things. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, absolutely, I do.
So how can I track the progress or health of my little brother?
Yeah.
And it's and you're going into university.
Yeah.
Can you maybe speak to briefly the program you want to go into?
The program that I want to go, there's a bunch of programs that I want to go into, but mainly that I'm looking at right now is a sociology program in university.
Oh, that's great. And yeah, I taught there, and it's a good university. And overall, how was this, just briefly, how was this organization maybe, kind of guided you toward being able to be confident to going toward university?
It's helped me be myself. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things like social groups in school or outside of school or extracurricular activities. You have to be a certain way. You have to be like more outgoing here or like less outgoing there or more professional there. But for here, you're just allowed to be yourself. You're allowed to be who you are and what you actually want to do. So that's really led me to be who I actually am.
Yeah, and I can hear that. And I mean, we're as a member of Rotary and as a person who's going to be helping create a fundraising project. I mean, we're not just asking for money. It's about a support that will allow this organization to help youth get to the point where Megan is right now, to making decisions and taking those risks in life. So thank you very much, both of you.
Thank
you.
It
was a
Really
pleasure to
appreciate
sit
it.
here. Okay, thank you.